Preparations for World Pride are underway, but will DuPont Circle be open for the festival? The latest coming up.
Prince George's County superintendent fighting for his job after a vote of a no confidence. What the teachers union is saying.
It's muggy and hazy, which means rainfall is not far off. We'll let you know when some wet weather could work in before the weekend.
Friends and family gather in support of a Vietnamese woman taken by ICE. How the community is reacting.
And it's time to check in on those financial goals. We're stretching your dollar with a mid-year check-in.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thank you for joining us for DC News Now. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Tosin Fakile. We're going to send you outside with a live look over Reagan National Airport. We want to let you know today the FAA issuing a statement that the airport will temporarily close on Saturday, June 14th for President Trump's U.S. Army's 250th birthday celebration. The FAA says to accommodate military flyovers, parachute jumps, and fireworks on the National Mall. Passengers with flights in and out of DCA on June 14th should check with their airlines for updates.
All right, let's head over to meteorologist Damon Madsen with a check on our forecast. Damon, at noon we were talking about how it's still kind of muggy out, but all in all, not bad.
Yeah, if we can get past that mugginess. Tosin, I don't know how you feel about all of it, but hey, this summer-like feel is full-blown in effect, and it's not going anywhere as we head throughout the rest of today and pretty much the end of the week. Temperatures, well, they're not as warm as yesterday. We aren't seeing as many of those 90s. Luray out to Woodstock and Westminster, a few that did get up that high with the temperature, but most of us are in the middle to upper 80s, so we have just a few degrees cooler of temperatures because of the fact that, well, there's been more clouds and that haze in the sky that we saw there on our live shot. And of course, all in all, dew point readings are up there, making it feel that much more like we are deep in summer. Upper 60s, low 70s. That's almost on the tropical side of things. So that's just the kind of mugginess we are dealing with and we will continue to deal with as we wrap up the day. Now, the clouds, some of that haziness is expected to break up a little bit as we head into the overnight hours, but all in all, we will continue to keep things warm and muggy straight into the overnight. Now, rain chances staying fairly minimal today, but will that be the same trend tomorrow and into the upcoming weekend? We'll have a full look at your forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. In the district, all eyes are on DuPont Circle as World Pride weekend inches closer. The park and fountain have played a big role in the fight for LGBTQ rights, and it's often the backdrop of protests and rallies.
A special event indeed. The Circle was originally set to be closed this weekend, but after backlash, that decision was quickly reversed by MPD, although the final decision is still up to U.S. Park Police.
DC News Now's Marielle Carbone is live in DuPont Circle.
Marielle, what's the latest?
Well, Mark and Tosin, you can see that the park is open. There's no fencing up, no closures. And despite reaching out to Park Police, they haven't been able to give us any clarity on if it will stay this way. Meanwhile, people all across the district, they are making those last-minute preparations to welcome big crowds this weekend. With millions of people expected to attend World Pride in D.C., some are hard at work getting the city ready for the big weekend.
People come out, fill their lives with the color. It's kind of like the medicine that I feel like everybody needs.
Lisa Marie Thalhammer is a muralist filling the city with rainbow art.
I feel like that experience is refreshing. It's almost like a reset.
Welcoming people like John McLean.
I appreciate them doing what it takes to make it friendly and inviting.
McLean in town from San Francisco. It's his first World Pride, though he's been to other Pride festivals.
I haven't really been around any negativity, so I'm hoping to see that continue, especially being in a city where it's being a little bit divisive.
A political climate that some officials worry will deter people from attending.
It wasn't a concern of mine, but it was something I thought about. I was curious if there was going to be less people here or not.
Earlier this week, a man caught on camera tearing down Pride decorations. And according to Destination DC, hotel occupancy is down 4% compared to Pride last year, though officials say that doesn't accurately reflect attendance numbers. Meanwhile, the World Pride Music Festival is 99% sold out. And the Capital Cup Sporting Festival had 3,000 athletes compete.
With the world focusing on DC, I'm really proud to be here.
Brian Piscalco and company are in from Florida. They say it's as important as ever to show up.
It's a lot of love. It's a lot of peace, acceptance.
And again, we reached out to both Park Police and the National Park Service. We haven't been able to get any answers on plans this weekend for DuPont Circle, but again, all seems okay right now. Mark and Tosin, starting tomorrow, Metro will have extended hours for the festival weekend, and we've got those details for you up on our website. That is dcnewsnow.com. Reporting live from DuPont Circle, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
Marielle staying on top of it for us. Thank you. Meanwhile, fallout continues between Elon Musk and President Donald Trump. Today, Musk and Trump taking hits at each other on social media. The tension between the two is on the rise over Trump's big, beautiful bill. Elon wrote on X, the social media platform he owns, saying that Trump would not have won without him. Our national correspondent will have more on Capitol Hill in our next half hour.
Well, a new economic study by Convention Sports and Leisure International released on RFK Stadium. Well, they say the stadium could cost nearly 30 events, or host, pardon me, nearly 30 events, bringing in nearly 1.5 million people to the area. The study focused on direct spending, total output, personal earnings, and jobs. The study found the project could generate $976 million for the district.
A driver is dead after a fiery crash on Interstate 70 today in Howard County. Maryland State Police responded to a crash near Sand Hill Road after 4 a.m. They say a tractor trailer and a pickup truck hauling a trailer crashed and caught on fire. The driver of the pickup truck died at the scene. The exact cause remains under investigation.
Continuing coverage, a Maryland judge ordered the unsealing of several court documents in a lawsuit to bring home a wrongfully deported father. ICE agents arrested and deported Kilmar Abrego Garcia back in March, and originally placing him in prison in El Salvador. He has since been relocated to one that's not known to be as notorious. His wife has sued over his deportation. The Trump administration says Abrego Garcia is a gang member, but his attorney points out he's never been convicted or even charged for being affiliated with a gang.
Meanwhile, members of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus are highlighting recent oversight visits to ICE detention centers, and they're calling for more transparency under the Trump administration. House Democrats, they're sounding the alarm.
This is about our democracy. This is about whether your government can kidnap a child from a bus stop because of their skin color and send them to a prison, because really that's what they are, without going to court, without a lawyer, and without any recourse whatsoever.
Other speakers mentioned that many of the centers need to be held accountable for having substandard medical care. Developing now in Maryland, teams are working to clean up and contain a 2,000-gallon diesel fuel spill in Baltimore's Harbor East. The spill happened just after 11 yesterday morning. Officials say Johns Hopkins Hospital confirmed the spill was from one of their facilities. Right now, that spill is contained. We're told the water at the harbor looks red because of dye in the fuel. Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott emphasizing despite the spill, there is no impact to the area's drinking water.
There is no impact to drinking water, and we're doing everything that we can to mitigate any environmental impacts of the spill. We are proud of the progress that was made overnight and over the recent years to improve the harbor. We have that at the front of our minds as everyone does this work today.
Officials expect the containment and cleanup efforts to disrupt traffic well into this evening. Mayor Scott is updating the public right now. We'll bring you the latest as we learn it.
Well, new today, Fairfax County Police launching its 2025 Summer Crime Initiative. The 3-month initiative starting now through August will address seasonal crime, and it will be really launched in 3 waves. Efforts include increased foot patrols, proactive presence, and community collaboration. They say that you will see additional police officers at bars and restaurants, and to name a few spots. And they also are asking local business owners and property managers and community leaders to do their part.
Uncertainty surrounding Prince George's County school leadership. The teachers union issued a no confidence vote in Superintendent Millett House II. DC News Now's Tiger Munn spoke with educators about what this could mean for the future of the school district in that county.
The no confidence vote came after hours of debate between the Representative Council. President Donna Christie says that issues such as safety, staffing, and payroll are at the forefront of the problem.
Payroll is a big one. We have members who will call us, say you should be here on a Friday on payday, and all the people who are calling because they just didn't get a paycheck. If you're an early career educator and you're barely making ends meet because you're not even earning a living wage, right? So, when you don't get that paycheck, that's rent that's not getting paid. That's food you can't buy. When you're a professional educator, you shouldn't be treated like that.
House was appointed superintendent by now State Senator Angela Oso Brooks in 2023. House says that since the beginning of his tenure, he's worked to solve these issues and says that the students are still the most important aspect of all of this.
My hope is that PGCEA reconsiders this. I've, consistently met with all of our labor partners, including PGCEA's leadership, to address any concerns around work conditions, any other concerns that have been brought to the table. All in all, we'll continue to be laser focused on the success of our students and families and continue to support our educators.
House says that the school system has an offer on the table for the teachers union, but the association says that they have not been contacted by House just yet. Reporting in Lanham, I'm Tiger Munn, DC News Now.
All right, Tiger, thank you. Nonprofit is donating smart TVs to a middle school in Prince George's County. The 2nd District Community Development Corporation is partnering with the County Council to donate 5 TVs to Ernest Everett Just Middle School in Forestville. School leaders say the donation will help both hearing and those with hearing impaired students as well.
They are televisions, they're not screens alone. They actually are working more so as a tool for us. The donation itself sends a very powerful message that our community leaders are fully invested in our schools.
Well, the principal says the new TVs will be installed in a couple of weeks.